Hi, I'm Noah, and I roast famous figures. Today I'll be roasting Director of National Intelligence and, based on this photo, spokesperson for a pharmaceutical product with absolutely wild side effects, Tulsi Gabbard. Gabbard grew up in the Science of Identity Foundation, a religious movement that's led by a man who has called Muslims demons, says being gay is evil, and is reportedly cruel and abusive to his followers. I don't know, I find it hard to believe that Gabbard would devote herself to a cruel Islamophobic man who hates queer people, twice. Gabbard has said that because of her association with foreign leaders and her religious guru, people accuse her of being the puppet of 5 different puppet masters, which is an absurdity. Gabbard has a point. If you're the puppet of 5 different puppet masters, it would be impossible to make sense of why you do anything. Unrelated, but here's a journalist who has known Gabbard for 20 years saying that it's impossible to make sense of why she does anything. Gabbard attended an FBI raid in Fulton County, Georgia that seized documentation related to the 2020 election in an attempt to prove Trump's lies about the election being stolen. As Director of National Intelligence, Gabbard is all about seeking the truth, and in the case of the FBI raid, seeking a new truth if the earlier truth wasn't politically convenient. Gabbard's presence in Georgia is controversial because being at domestic law enforcement operations isn't normally a part of the job of the Director of National Intelligence, who oversees intelligence gathering about international threats. To be fair, though, there was a dangerous radical endangering national security at the raid, and her name was Tulsi Gabbard. Gabbard recently testified that although it's true that Iran's nuclear program had been destroyed and was not being rebuilt before Trump started the war with Iran, that didn't matter because it's not the intelligence community's responsibility to determine what is and is not an imminent threat. Okay, well, if it's not the intelligence community's responsibility, I'll do it. Under Trump and Gabbard, if you're any other country in the world right now, the US is an imminent threat. Alright, please consider donating to help the family that I sponsor in Gaza. If you'd like to support me or watch bonus videos, please check out my Then let me know who else to roast, and join me next time when we'll be roasting new Secretary of Homeland Security and a man who shouldn't be trusted with national secrets because he's clearly some type of literal mole, Mark Wayne Mullen.